Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Kari.HQ. I'm at the crib today. I'm gonna bring you inside my home today, show you around what my apartment here in Medellin, Colombia looks like. I'm also gonna be throwing some food on the grill. Got some steak and some pork I'm gonna be cooking today. So before we get started, let me talk a little bit about where I live at here in Medellin. I live in the Laureles area of the city. I like this area because it has a lot of options that you can walk to easily, and it's very flat. So if you're new to Medellin, give you a look around from my balcony. You can see we have hills like no other. Hills on every side of the city. So it's very important to find a place that's walkable, and it can be a little bit difficult because a lot of the nicer areas are kind of on the hillside. I'm speaking about Poblado, Envigado, and Sabaneta as well. They all can be on the hillside, so it's cool when you find a nice apartment in a place like Medellin, Laureles, El Centro. Any of these places, we can be a little flat, kinda, but yeah. So I chose Laureles because of the accessibility, also being super close to El Centro. You know, you can see that's El Centro right over there. So I could get to it quickly, and I could still get to 𝐥𝐤𝐤 quickly. I could still get to Poblado quickly. So Laureles is awesome for that. It's just kind of in the middle of the city, so you can get everywhere really quickly. Other than that, you know, it's affordable, I would say. Laureles has definitely gone up in recent years. I remember, you know, Laureles used to be dirt cheap at one point, not because it wasn't desirable, it wasn't a big market here, and they had like more housing than they needed. And now we're kind of in the opposite situation, so that's when you see prices go up. But anyway, with no further ado, let's go inside. I want to show you what I'm cooking. I'll show you the meat because I have to season it, and then from there I'll give you a little look around the apartment. Yeah, and yeah, we'll go like that. So let me turn my TV off because I don't want to get a copyright strike. All right, I'm gonna take you guys to the kitchen really quick. Hope you can see me well. Actually, let me get one of my tube lights because that might help me light any scene. Even though it's daytime, my apartment isn't the most lit apartment. So guys, this is the meat that I'm working on right now. These are what you call entrañas, entrañitas, and then like a giant pork chop. So I got the John Henry seasoning right there. That's what I like to use when I'm grilling. The pecan rub and the honey lemon pepper rub. I'm gonna throw that on these 2 pieces of meat, and then yeah, I'm gonna throw the grill on. So I like to grill here from time to time. Let me show you why. Because the apartment actually is okay for grilling. So this is the kitchen, guys. You enter from the door here, and you know, I got some of my art from Texas right here. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's the Astrodome, man. That's like where I grew up as a kid. We used to go to the Astrodome, the old Astrodome, and Astroworld, the real Astroworld, not the Travis Scott album. This is the real theme park. So as you enter, got a little bit of little plant here, a mirror, my table. All right, guys, come around. I just got a bunch of flowers and plants and stuff. Not really flowers, more plants. And then the barbecue. The most important thing here, just a Weber kettle, man. I've been having this thing for more than 5 years, I think. And you can see the view of the south side of Medellin, right? Some more plants, stuff. So this is again the Laureles area. Way over there, you can find communal placer, actually. And so yeah, this is kind of the living room. This is my chair. that, you know, I can put on the dining table. Like that. And yeah, you just got a little L-shaped couch. It's modular, meaning you can move each part of it separately. And that's pretty much it. I like to just have a lot of plants in here. Got the little guy in there chilling. And that's basically it for the living and dining area. It's just like one big open space. That's why I like this apartment, because it's just one big open apartment. And you know, I got a shoe rack here with my backpacks and helmets. You can see my little shoe collection, at least part of it. A lot of these J's I got years ago in the States, like these I got probably in like 2014. Some real 88s, Jordan 3 88s. So, all right. Yeah, let's talk about the art. So this art is actually from Bolivia. Okay, it's a mountain. I got this one from 𝐦𝐤𝐬. Really cool. This piece I got from, where did I get this piece from? I think I got it from La Rufina in 𝐦𝐤𝐬𝐬. The top part of 𝐦𝐤𝐬𝐬, there's a restaurant called La Rufina. And that's where I got this. It's a limited 40 of 150 from 2022. Just a screen print. I need something for this wall. I haven't got anything for that yet. I'm working on it. This is just like your office. It's where I do a lot of my work, a lot of my editing. You can see I got a whole bunch of SIM cards and stuff up on the desk. Then we got the back balcony. Cool thing about this apartment is it has 2 balconies, not just one. All right, it's hard to find, but this place has it. So this is one of our plants. Really like this, the planter that it's in. It's pretty cool. It's a Madagascar palm, I think, something like that. I think it's in the succulent family. So I also have this joint out here. It's like a pink tree. I don't know much about it, but I like the way it looks. I put them back here so we get a lot of sun, because I think those guys need a lot of sun to live. So anyway, I got this other bedroom I don't really use too much, but it also connects to the balcony, and that's where you can see the other tree. Pretty cool tree, I think. I like how it looks. Then I just got a couple Egyptian art pieces that I bought from Egypt, and the bed, man. I was wearing that hoodie last night while I was on the moto, and it got a little wet, so it is drying right now. It's the guest bedroom. We got a bathroom, nothing too crazy, very simple, very basic bathroom. Got a feather art of some fishing in Costa Rica. Got that in Costa Rica. Then the main bedroom. Call this plant the Goku plant, because the hair kind of goes up and down like Goku's hair when he was an adult. Didn't really make the bed. I just threw the bedspread together just now, and we just got a little TV. Got some shelving on either side in here, a fan, some closet space. Another bathroom, pretty much the same type of setup as the bathroom before. And that's it, guys. I mean, such a simple, straightforward apartment, but it does the job. Got a lot of space. I love the location. The price, pretty good. Look, I get a view of the planes taking off. If you can see that, but the airport is like right here. And so you can see this plane that's taking off right there, going over that building. So that's pretty cool. I get a good view of the planes, the airport, that type of thing. And I like that you can see some type of action on the street. It's not like completely backed up to, I don't know, a forest or something. I see that a lot where, you know, the view is just of nothing basically. I like to have, you know, a little bit of nature in my view, but at the same time, sometimes I want to see the city and see what's going on and check the motion and all that. So let me know what you think about this apartment. I'm not gonna drop the actual price, but I will tell you it's under $1,000 US a month. And but keep in mind I furnished it. All right, so you know, I furnished this place. A lot of you guys go unfurnished and, you know, get a situation that you can pick up and leave very quickly. Me being here so long, I just accumulated stuff, and you know, I've had my own apartment since like 2020. So, you know, I think everything's paid for itself. And also, when you furnish your own apartment, you get access to apartments that you might not have access to, because it's just, you know, people, you know, there's apartments that are set up for furnishing them, and if you're not going to do that, then you can't rent that apartment. It's just that simple. So you're just limiting the apartments that you have access to if you're not going to furnish. And then it works vice versa. So if you are going to furnish and you have stuff, then that eliminates all the apartments that are furnished. So it's pretty much one of the things you got to commit to. Every expat has to make that decision based on how long they think they're going to be here, how they want to set their, you know, set their life up and whatever. So that's what it looks like for me. You know, I've purchased things. Will I go back to the United States at some point to live? I don't know. If I do, I'll just sell. Nothing in here is, you know, super expensive. This bed I got in El Centro, maybe like 1 million pesos, something like that. You know, the plants I could always give away. The PlayStation, I'll probably take that with me. TVs I could sell, couch I could sell, washer, dryer, I don't have a dryer, washer, and refrigerator I could sell. So at the end of the day, you know, it kind of equals out. Whichever one you want to do is really just preference. But for me, I didn't want to have an Airbnb that had like a terrible couch or had like a terrible TV in it, because a lot of times what they do with the Airbnbs is they furnish them for as cheaply as possible. So you'll see a lot of the Airbnbs here in Medellin have horrible couches. Usually they go with like a futon or something like that, and a very cheap TV, and all that's fine. Or cheap, the worst thing is a cheap bed. Guys, if you come out here and you book a whole month in a spot that you've never been to, and you lay down on that bed the first time and it's like laying on rocks, then there's really nothing worse than that. So that's why I chose to kind of do it myself. And you know how us dudes do it. We could move into a spot and just have a bed, you know what I mean? I think that's how I started it. I'm gonna see if I have any videos from what my apartment looked like. It wasn't this apartment, but what my old apartment looked like in 2020 when I first moved on my own out here. I probably just had a TV, a chair, and a bed, I think, and maybe some appliances. So you know how us dudes get down. We don't really always need the extras. At least we can get that in due time, right? So that was my strategy, and it is what it is. So I'm gonna get cracking on this meat, start seasoning the meat so I can throw it on the grill, and I'll let you guys see, you know, when we get to grilling and stuff like that. But let me know, how's the housing market been for you in Medellin? I definitely hear a lot of people talking about it being difficult to find apartments. We went through a time where it was difficult. I think now there's a lot more availability, and we could definitely say for sure though the pricing has gone up. It is getting harder and harder to find affordable housing here in Medellin, you know, but there's still a lot of for rent signs in every neighborhood, it seems like. So you just got to get out and look here in Medellin. It's one of those cities where, you know, Zillow and all that, they don't have nothing as good as Zillow. So I find the best way is to look online, like Facebook, to get out and actually go to the neighborhood you want to live in and look for yourself, talk to locals, talk to everyone you can about finding an apartment. So it's a little bit of a a ground game that you have to play, but if you do play it, you can find a dope spot that you really like this spot. I really like this spot. It's an older apartment, as you can see. Like, the bathrooms are old, the kitchen is pretty old, but the space is open. It's a big space, and I love the 2 balconies, and I really love the location. I mean, look at this view. All day it changes, this view. It's at night, it's completely different, obviously. So it's a very dynamic view, and I love it. So I don't know, I change my apartments every couple years here in Medellin, so we'll just have to see how long this one lasts, but it is where I'm at for now. All right, I'm gonna get to cooking, man. I'll be right back with y'all in a second, and we'll be throwing some meat on in a minute, man. Y'all stay locked in with Kari.HQ. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you're an expat like me, if you're a traveler like me, if you could just relate to anything I'm saying in my videos, make sure you subscribe, because I don't want you to miss any of this content. I'm always coming up with new ideas, and I'm bringing it to you guys. So make sure you lock in with your boy, and drop a comment. Follow me on Instagram, man. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the pig going. Check that out. Got a nice flame. Got some good smoke. Just a little bit of wood in there. Medellin. All right. So first, I think I'm gonna throw on the pork chop and let that cook for a little bit longer than the steak, the empanita. All right, so let me get that going. All right, guys, so I never really grilled pork that much. Pork chops, that is, like this. But I'm gonna try it out. The dude at the meat store, he said they're good. He said load me up. Throw this bad boy up right there. Go. All right, I'm gonna just smoke that for a little bit before I throw the other meat on. Let's check on what we got going. So I did throw a few veggies on there. Carrots, corn, carrots, nothing too crazy. Dude, just getting a nice saute on the veggies. And the pork chop get started. Slowly with that one. Get a little bit closer to the flame. Alright, guys, cooking with Kari. Get it. Alright, guys, we have pulled off the veggies, and we got a nice char going on that pork chop, as you can see. Now it's time for the empanita, aka the skirt steak. Look at that. Let's get it on there. Drop it right there. So these I like to do hot, quickly, quick, they're thin. Put them right on the fire. Right on that fire, just like that. These things will be done in about 10 minutes, guys. Give them a nice medium well. I mean, grilling with Kari and 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤. Look at that. Let's get it. Yes, sirski. It's your boy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Chopping up. So, this is one of the great things about Medellin. You got great weather all the time. You can always hop on the grill. and just enjoy the day. Of course, I was talking to you guys before about my apartment. It's cool to find an apartment with a good balcony. Guys, the balcony and the view is everything in Medellin when you're looking for an apartment. And that's really what sold me on this spot. Like I told you, it's not the most modern spot or anything like that, but this view is killer. I love just grilling out here. So cool. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you head over to my Instagram, check out some of my pictures, my photography. I am a photographer, and I have a lot of work that I've done here in Medellin and other countries. So as you can see, the grill is smoking up. I'm sure those steaks are getting a nice char right now. You don't have to be on there too long. You want the smoke to hit them a little bit. They're already shrinking up a little bit. Yeah. That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm gonna go ahead and put that joint over. Hot over there. Get that nice char. So it's nothing like the smoke flavor, guys. I mean, the propane is cool, but something that you get with that smoke, you can't replicate it. Man, look at that pork chop. Crazy work. Crazy work. Bring it over here. Alright, let's give that another 5 to 10 minutes. We're pretty much done, man. So this is just how I do it. Pretty much everything's done. I got the corn and the carrots already in here. So I'll just, I don't know, I might chop it up and throw a little something on it. But these joints are ready to go. You know what I mean? Just simple meal, man, simple meal. Something to just get by with, you know what I mean? Get you some meat, get you some, I think for those veggies, I'll pay maybe $1.50, $2 for all that. And I got 3 things of corn. I only cooked 1 today. So, cheap meal. But that's all you need sometime. I hope y'all enjoy the crib, enjoy having a little tour around how I've done my crib. And man, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments, man. Would you like to have a spot like this? What do you think about this area of Medellin, the view? Give me, rate it, you know what I mean? Let me know, you know? All right, man, it's your boy Kari. I'm about to finish off this food, and that's it.